What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to the Serious Steppa podcast. We are your hosts, Ed and Drew. How are you, Drew, mate? You all
I'm
good?
good. I'm good. How are you?
Very well, very well. So, how has what day is it today? Thursday. Give us a rundown of your last weekend, mate. Like, what have you
Last,
been up to?
as everyone would have saw, we both partook in the WMBF Supernaturals in Luton. Both, both shit all over the place.
What a lovely area, by the way.
Absolute dive. Never gonna go there again. Um, yeah, we both took second place in our respective classes. Both very, very tight battles, to be fair. Arguments could be said for both of us either way, to be honest. But we both came away with
That's
a
not what
silver.
we're here for, though, is it? We're not here to
No,
say,
exactly. That's not what we're here
coulda,
for.
shoulda, woulda. At the end of the day, we got given the silver. And that's the way it is.
But we're both second best in the UK right now, so it's not.
We can do this whole, oh, if this, what
Mm,
about this, blah blah blah. Like it's all, What's the word I'm looking for?
irrelevant,
No, there's a word I'm looking for.
negative.
Nah, hypothetical. It's all hypothetical.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
At the end of the
Should have,
day,
would have, could have.
and I'll for us.
That's it. That is it. But yeah, both very good athletes anyway. Like they were both very good. Uh, there was literally a point, if not a couple of points. There was a point for you in there, and there might have been a point or a couple of points for me in it. Not
Yeah,
much. Opinions going either way, but we're both happy with that result. That is a very, very big show, and to take second place is a big fucking deal. So, and we both got to the overalls as well, and we got to be on stage together. So that's very
that was
cool.
good fun.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
fun.
very good fun.
It was.
Yeah. So as Drew said, WMBF was on the weekend that we both competed in. Um, And yeah, I'm sure we'll dive into the actual show itself a little bit more in terms of our thoughts and feelings, because I'm sure maybe people are
Uh,
interested. There are
Maybe they
thoughts,
don't give a fuck, but
maybe, but if
yeah,
they don't give a fuck, they can turn the podcast off. So,
that's it. If
um,
they're watching, they give a fuck.
yeah, but I did post a YouTube, didn't I, talking about my thoughts and
Mm,
feelings. So I might not dive in too much into mine. I'll probably just do like a brief overview. But guys, if you want to know my in-depth thoughts and feelings, just check out my YouTube. It's just Ed Rimmel.
yeah,
Shameless plug.
mine is on my YouTube as well. Like the start of that push video, it's a bit, little
YouTube
bit,
footage, yeah.
yeah, a little bit. Just saying,
That's
basically, what we, bro, yeah. But I actually upload like almost
yeah,
daily,
yeah.
so
You're frequent with it.
that's it. Yeah, it just basically says what we just said, how it is just a hypothetical, and we're both very much happy with second place. That's a very cool thing to say.
Yeah,
And we go again. We go
I think
again.
I think at the end of the day, it's a case of like we're both competitors. We're both people that have played sport to a high level, and it's very the way I look at it. Like I could easily say, "Oh, I think I should have won," but at the end of the day,
Doesn't matter what you think.
next time, let's just not let there be any doubt, and let's just win.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
that's it.
as much as it's easy to say, "Oh, I think I should have won." Oh, the head judge told me he had me winning, which
Mm,
he did. It's easy for me to say that as a cop out and as a, like to make myself feel comfortable
yeah,
with the fact I lost. When in reality, just win.
yeah,
You
that's
know what I
it.
mean? We both clearly weren't good enough for us to
That's
obviously
it.
win. Hence
That's
why
it.
we didn't. So that's all you can
That's
say.
okay, and that's fine. Like there doesn't need to be a dispute or any negatives with that. That's sound. Like we both got beat by better people there then on the day, in the judge's opinion.
Yeah,
Sound. Such as sport and bodybuilding.
that is bodybuilding though. That is
It
bodybuilding
is.
in a
It
nutshell.
is. It's
But it's
extremely subjective, and regardless what you think, judges thought that. So
yeah, and I think it's also like there's so much that goes into what makes you good on stage as well. Like, for example, I believe, again, I am biased, but I believe you have a better shape and structure than the guy that beat you. But if he looks better on that stage and he presented better, I'm not saying he did, but
that's
if
it.
that is the case, he
Yeah,
will win. And
that's
that's
it.
why I've in this week I've taken necessary steps to try and improve how I present on stage for this
As
week
have I. We both have.
because we want to, you realize the issues, you see the creases, and you want to iron them out, and you want to kind of bring the most complete package. And the most complete package isn't just your physique and how lean you are and how much muscle you have and how good your genetics and your insertions and your balances. It's also, how you pose, how you transition from pose to pose, how the energy you have on stage. Because that's one thing that I definitely got feedback from the judges is that as I as the rounds went on and I was getting into it and I was getting a bit of fucking like a bit of
Mm,
character behind me because I knew it was close, so
yeah.
I thrive off competition.
Mm,
As I'm sure you do, competition, it makes me excited. It makes me like fucking come on.
yeah.
And then I started showing more character and energy on stage, and the judges like that. Hence why they moved me into the middle because the way I was displaying my physique on stage was better. So it's not just a bodybuilding isn't just a physique show as much as it is, but
No.
it's how you display it and how
Yeah.
you display your overall package, as they say.
And your demeanor on stage in general. It all adds up and it all plays an effect.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Right. But how have you been since the show?
Um, good. Yeah. I've been
Well,
sound.
what
Like
was
I was happy the day of the show. Like we didn't, but both of
yeah, we
us,
both were. We both were, to
yeah,
be
we were
honest.
never like a bit sour or anything at all. So yeah, I've been chilling. I
I
want
was a little
and
bit sour. I was a little bit sour for like the first like, hour, if you remember.
yeah, yeah,
Especially because I felt fucked, like energy wise. But like the overall was such good fun. I think we left
yeah, yeah,
on a high.
yeah, exactly. And I wanted to mention as well that was both of our first peaks with Finn. So
Yeah,
that was with no real peak in data. That was how he decided to put us on. And we know now, well, for me anyway, uh, I was I was not overly full, but I was full enough to the extent where it sort of blurred me. So now this week we've had loaded towards the start of the week, and now as we're getting closer to show, tapering off and having a few extra low days because we have the data now and we know what we can do better.
yeah.
That such is bodybuilding.
I think that's what I was kind of then leading into kind of talking about anyway, is just what you've been doing this week
Yeah,
in the prep for the next show that we're both doing, which for those that don't know is the UKDFBA, which is the qualifier for the MBW show, which is going to be a huge show. But how was this week? So obviously it's Thursday now. We competed on
yeah,
Saturday. How has the last 5 days been in terms of the process of getting ready for the next show? Because obviously back-to-back weeks aren't easy to do.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So run us just briefly, quickly through the process of what happened post-show,
Yeah.
training-wise, food-wise, expenditure-wise, stuff like that.
So off the back of the Supernaturals, we knew, okay, I was big, I was nice and round and full and fucking standing next to boys in a most muscular, twice the size. But we didn't need that in a teens class. Like I can now we know anyway, which we didn't know, but now we know I can afford to not be bursting full, but be a bit harder and be a bit drier because I don't need to try really hard to try and outmass these boys because they all are 10 kilos lighter than me. And
Yeah.
they are just muscularity wise not as big through the delts, through the just frame in general. So we're coming in harder.
Yeah, I think it's almost a case of because you have so much muscle for your age. I mean, in terms of your stage weight, what were you on stage approximately based off like morning weight and then like, well, you didn't really load into the show, but yeah, what did you weigh in at
77,
in the morning?
65.7 probably, something like that. 66.7.
66. Oh,
70s.
holy Brandon fitness weight.
Bro, bro, it's late, bro.
76.
Yeah, 76 and a half in the morning. Probably
Okay.
was on
So
stage around 77.
yeah, so you barely fed up into the show
Yeah, yeah.
in terms of on the day because you
No,
loaded
on the day, yeah.
before.
And
Yeah,
you're
let's
just
say
first class on.
Yeah.
Like for me anyway, so you can't really.
So let's say you were 76.5 kilo on stage. That is the body weight of a lot of men that
Yeah,
compete, especially like let alone juniors. Like for example, like I'm just going to put this into perspective. Adam Powell, who is a pro bodybuilder, and he's my height, so he's taller than you. He is around that weight, maybe lighter on
yeah,
stage. Like you are not lacking in the size department,
no, exactly,
so you can
exactly.
afford to lose. Like you don't need to dominate any more structure.
Yeah,
Like we know as soon as you come onto the stage and you hit that front relax that you will have the most, you will take up the most size on stage,
yeah, yeah,
most space on stage. So I think, yeah, I think with you it's definitely a case of if you can come in a bit drier, a bit more with like the line showing just a little bit more,
yeah, yeah.
then you're laughing.
That's the look.
And that's the look.
Like I said, that was the first run of a real peak. Data gathered. Okay, we can be a bit drier. Okay, let's do that for the next show. That is bodybuilding. This progression, this learning, and then doing something about it. And
It's
then
reading, reacting, assessing, and
it is. It is.
data and making like well informed decisions based off that data, really, isn't it?
It is. It is. And we will, no doubtably, come in with a
So
better package.
yeah, so obviously going for a drier look today.
Yeah.
Well, not today, this weekend. So front load, was that the case?
Yeah, so came off stage on Saturday. Straight away the next day on Sunday, we were loading. We didn't wait to go back on the baseline or anything because we knew we wanted to be dry by the next weekend. So we loaded hard the next day. On Sunday, on our loading days, you train. Like you train to get blood around, to move carbs around. So it was 650 carb on Sunday, which then I trained legs. Monday, then I think we brought it down a touch, 450 maybe, and we had push. Then on Tuesday, brought it down a touch again, so I think it was just under 400, and we had pull, and then two back-to-back rest days of 123 carb. So it sort of spiked to the front of the week, tapered down, tapered down, tapered down. Then it's sort of just as we get a bit closer, sprinkle a few more carbs in just to try and maintain that fullness. Not trying to gain anymore, just
Yeah.
to maintain.
It's almost you've almost kind of ran like a reverse linear load.
Yeah, yeah. So
It's
it
a linear, it's a
started
linear
heavy,
load, really.
then yeah,
Just at a slightly more aggressive pace in
yeah,
terms of the increment changes day to day.
yeah. Because it was only so like 3 days of
Yeah,
loading versus
yeah, and you're not adding. It wasn't like 50 carb at a time. It was like
nah
600,
big
400, 350, and then 100.
then yeah.
Have you been hungry these last couple of days running it?
Nah, I was speaking to Finn about that earlier. I I'm not. I was expecting a bit of noise, and I just haven't. I haven't had any noise. I feel like it's just because I am full and I have been eating a lot of food like the 3 days prior to this. So I'm just. It is where it is. Just chilling.
Hmm.
Just chilling. My water's up by a litre on these harder dry off days, so that might have something to play with the hunger levels. But yeah,
And
I'm chilling.
would you say that your body is responding in the way that you want it to in terms of the look and in terms of body weight and everything?
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
being predictable and like it's trending as you'd expect.
Yeah. Yeah. So after the first highest day, I was full post session, still holding some fullness from the show. Then just got a little bit fuller, gained a little bit of body weight, gained a little bit of body weight. Then on that first low day, lost a little bit of body weight. Second low day, lost a little bit of body weight. Exactly predictable, exactly what we want. And on those losing body weight days, getting a bit harder, getting a bit harder, getting a bit harder. It's predictable. It's exactly what we want. Nothing, nothing there. Is a negative, really. Yeah. What about you, Edward?
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's talk
my,
about you because your
it seems
body
straightforward.
doesn't even like bodybuilding. You just It just tells you to get fucked whenever you try and do something to it. Like,
Yeah, literally. So, yeah, so obviously we competed on the Saturday, but this weekend show was on the Sunday, so we've actually got 8 days in between.
yeah,
which does make a difference in the decision-making process in terms of how you load, when you load, just because that extra day can make a big difference.
Yeah.
24 hours is a long time. What you do in that 24 hours can definitely change how you look. And I know that more than anyone with how sensitive my body is. So,
Yeah.
as we've already touched on in previous podcasts, for some reason, my body is extremely
I like the word I used earlier,
volatile.
volatile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My body's extremely volatile and unpredictable with how it kind of responds to changes in carbohydrate intake.
And expenditure. Changes in expenditure. Do you remember you were having like lower step days and gaining body weight?
Yeah. No. I had more food put in and less
Yeah,
out,
that's right.
and I was
Yeah.
dropping body weight rapidly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
my rate of loss kicked up by like
Mm.
0.5% or whatever it was. Um, but yeah, for some reason my body is just really volatile, really like reactive to changes, and it doesn't always kind of go the way we expect. Which again, like everyone's different. Like that's just the way my body is, and that's just what we have to deal with. Like I messaged Finn this morning, bro. That front relax I sent you
It's
this morning,
disgusting, bro. We deleted it now.
bro. I sent that over to Finn, and I was like, I might have to pull the prep here. Like, what happened?
I don't know. I
Where
don't
is
know.
my muscle
But
gone?
then you add some water in, and then you add a meal, and then you were like, oh, okay,
I put
never mind.
a meal that wasn't even high carb. It was like
Mm,
40 carb and a liter of water, and I was pretty much back to normal.
yeah,
But yeah, basically, guys, I looked fucking dreadful first thing this morning. But in terms of the actual peaking process, obviously competed Saturday, went straight into leg day on Sunday, which was like just moderate carb. I think it was like 350, and then had a rest day Monday, and then Tuesday I had a high day, which was 588 carb, which is pretty high for me. That's the highest my carbs have got in a long time
February.
yeah, since those 700 carb days,
Ah, yeah,
which are definitely a thing of the past. Um, but yeah, after that 588 carb day, I was extremely full. I spilled by the evening. And again, this just shows how quick I kind of respond to food. I was speaking to Gabe about this on Instagram either last night or this morning, like because he's loading for his first ever show and he's
yeah,
like
yeah,
so like excited about the process, which is
yeah,
nice because it's like it's like when we peaked last week,
yeah, yeah,
proper
yeah,
excited.
yeah.
So he's going through that now, and he was like, "Oh, what are you doing for this peak?" And I was like, "Oh, like I'm doing like well, me and Finn said we're going to do like a front load and dry off harder." And I was meant to have like 2 days of high days,
Mm,
really, on the push and the pull, but we just did the push, and I spilled. Like
yeah.
by
You
the
looked good though. After that session, you looked good. But then
after the
by the
session, so
evening,
after 2 meals of higher carb and about 4 liters of fluid,
bursting.
that is the look for me. Literally, I said to Finn, well, me and Finn both said to each other, if we can bring this look just a touch drier, then we'll be very confident. Like that plus these little tweaks that I've made this evening to my posing, I think
Mm,
I'll bring a really good look if I can nail that look. And the nice thing about that look then is that I did that session when I'll probably be on stage.
mm.
So that's quite nice in
What
itself.
time are you saying for this weekend for you?
So the show starts at 11:30.
I'm on a 11:30. Yeah.
Your first class, I'm second. So I'll probably be
12.
12. Well, you've got a decently big class as well.
Yeah. I
11
don't
or
know. How
12.
do I? Did they put it out? Yeah.
It's in an email. I'll pull it up now real
Is it?
quick.
Oh yeah, I remember. You had 23, was it? And I
Nah,
got 11.
not that many. 17, I think, was in my class. I'll pull it up real quick. But anyway, guys, what we were saying is, yeah, I had my 588 carb high day, and after 2 meals, so one 100 carb meal and one 150 carb meal. So
Mm,
250 carb total and about 4 liters of fluid. I was looked really good.
mm,
But then after my post workout meal, which was like 140 carb, and then two more 100 carb meals in the evening, I didn't look fat, but I was so full and I was holding so much water that like the look got worse.
yeah.
And I held that fullness into the morning, and I still looked spilled in the morning. So we had to just pretty much we dropped straight back down to baseline food for the next training day because we had to wash off. I was if we ran another 588 carb high day after that, like
Oh,
it would have been pretty hard to wash that off.
mm. Also, everyone that's listening, when we talk about like carb, if you're wondering like where our protein and fats are, like they just stay at baseline the whole time, pretty much, while we're
Or the
manipulating carb.
protein drops a bit.
Yeah, but like baseline is in minimal required, not like our actual baseline. So protein for me goes to like 170, 180. Fats stay the same pretty much. I'll just have some fats in every meal, slightly more in your pre-workout meal. And yeah, the carbs get moved around that, carbs and fluid.
There's 11 teens and
Is
there's
it?
17 juniors, and they're not splitting
Oosh.
either. They're not splitting either.
Nah, I know.
So that's
Big
gonna
classes,
they're big. They better have a fucking big stage.
I know.
I
That's
think that
big class, bro.
17 in a class is wild, bro. Because like you think at the
So
W,
that's first, second, and third plus two.
yeah, yeah,
Call out like
pull-ups will be crazy. Yeah,
fuck.
bro. They're gonna work us fucking hard, you know.
Mm,
Oh, crumbs. So yeah, as we were saying, in terms of my peaking process, had one day of high food, and then I was back down to baseline Wednesday for pull. I had push on the Tuesday. Um,
did you hinge for Paul now?
no hinge this week. And then this morning, after baseline food and watching Liverpool and getting like to be fair, like Finn gave me 8K steps to do on Wednesday, and I got like the last 4K of them in the evening, which probably didn't help towards the look. Doing about 50% of my steps quite close to bed. Um, I woke up this morning looking fucking dreadful. Um, and yeah, you know it's bad when Finn just like I sent the check-in photos. Finn just responded, "Did you sleep all right?" That's literally what he said. He was like, did you sleep okay? Like, are you feeling all right?" And I was
That's when
like,
you know.
well, I already knew I looked shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So he
Do
was
you
like,
scroll through them yourself first, then send?
nah, literally with the clicker, because now I don't video my check-ins, I just click them.
Yeah.
I don't look at them. Obviously, if
Nah, neither do
before
I.
I used to have to video them and I'd have to screenshot and crop them down, I'd look at them. Now I click them. I just click, send them all over, and then I'll look at them once they're already sent. Because I used to find what I would do with the videos is that because I've already looked at them, when I sent them, I was sending them with like a message to preface like, "Oh,
What you look
I
like,
look
yeah.
shit because of this," or blah blah blah. Like I don't want to impact his decision by saying like, "Oh, sorry, this looks shit. It's because of this."
Mm,
I just send the photos now so he can get like an honest look at them. But I already knew I looked shit, so he responded back. Obviously, typically he'll respond back with a plan. He
yeah.
responded back like, "Are you feeling okay?" And
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I don't. I was like, I feel okay. Like I don't feel bad, but I know I
Mm,
look shit. And then he was like, drink some water, take some more photos. I had 750 mils of water with a hydration sup, reposed, and like it was like a different physique.
mm.
It's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, I know. It literally was night and day as well.
Yeah,
What was it, hour and a half?
if that less, it would have been like 40 minutes difference. And then I sent them over again. He said, "Okay, that's a little bit better. Um, get your meal in and then send it again." And then after I had my meal, I looked better again. And then I've just progressively got better throughout the day, which kind of makes sense because I got better throughout the day on the WMBF. Like I was better in the overall than I was in my class. I was
Yeah.
better later in my class than I was at the start of my class. Maybe, which I don't know, it's weird because again, like when I trained and I pose, I look good. But again, that's after a training session. So I
Yeah.
think like my physique looks best when it's burnt through a bit of glycogen,
Mm.
and and then I dry off a touch. I don't know. I don't know.
It's mad, isn't it? And it's mad how different everyone is as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
and I said to Finn, I messaged him. I messaged him. I just said, look, bro, I'm so sorry for making.
he earns his coin with you.
I'm making you work hard
Mm.
with this peak. And he said, yeah, he said it's no problem. But yeah, essentially 1 day of high days, and now kind of cruising at baseline. I had a non-training day today, but it was like a top-up day. But that top-up day is more or less the same food as my baseline training day, which I had yesterday anyway. So my calorie intake hasn't really gone up or down since yesterday, and I do look drier today. So I think the case will be now, most likely I'll run training day baseline tomorrow, I think. Again, Finn will decide based off the metrics that I give this evening and in the morning. But I'm pretty sure it'll be a case of we'll dry off just into the show now and then probably push maybe a little bit more food in show morning because we know that I respond well to a lot of food quick. So rather than what he's been doing to me, well, what we did for the WMBF, where I had like kind of just what was it like some rice cakes and some honey,
Mm. Yeah.
it might be a bit of a bigger feed in the morning because I respond to it so quick.
Yeah. And you can afford to do that in the morning because this weekend you're on pretty much dead after me and you. But last weekend you could have benefited from that again just because you're on a bit later in the day.
Yeah, and I definitely think like I don't know, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but in the WMBF I looked a lot better than the PCA Wales, but I was still wasn't bursting full,
No, you weren't.
especially
You
for me.
definitely, yeah, you
My calories
definitely
are
looked. You looked fuller as the day got on, like you said. Going into the overall, you looked a lot better than your class, which was what 4 hours was it? 5 hours?
4 hours or so difference. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So you just know that you get better throughout the day, like
yeah. Oh, tell speak about our little nap,
ah,
the
because
pre-morning nap.
yeah, because I was on at 11:30, it was about 11:30, yeah, 11:45, and the overall was then 6 p.m. So that's pretty much a full day. So about midday, once you got off stage as well, you were on at what, half one?
Yes.
Yeah, so he was off stage at two. From the hours of half two till half four, quarter to five, we just found a nice quiet place and got a little nap in.
Yeah, well, quiet place is a stretch. It wasn't very quiet
Did you
anyway.
have headphones with you? Bro, these
Did,
headphones, I had these on and I couldn't hear a thing. I was
did,
flat out
did you
sleeping.
actually fall asleep?
Yeah,
See, I never felt asleep. Like I
you
had my
were
beats on.
resting,
I
like,
had my beats on, and you know
yeah.
them ones where your eyes are closed and like you're not asleep, but you
Yeah,
know
but
you're
you know you're rejuvenating, like you're
yeah. Like, I
recharging.
feel like I'm charging my batteries,
Mm,
but I
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
asleep. Like I was as close as you can be to asleep without being
Mm,
unconscious, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah,
Um, so yeah, we got a little nap in between our classes and the overall, which is I think needed. Well, I definitely fucking needed it. I felt awful,
yeah. You were cooked, weren't you?
crappy.
Preppy,
I was just
as
being a
we like.
I was being a miserable twat.
Yeah, and then you go right back to life after your little resting period.
But I had the most energy when we were fucking driving home.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not surprised to be fair.
Oh, but yeah, it's interesting. It's so weird that like that nap definitely helped my look.
Yeah, 100%. Just you being horizontal and not
Me being
moving
horizontal
around.
in a parasympathetic state for 30 minutes or 40 minutes, however long it was, and was partly of what led me to one, getting a better pump, and two, looking better on
Mm,
stage because I had a
yeah.
much better pump.
And we had a fair whack of food in before we went to the overalls, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah. We,
Dates, rice cakes, honey,
how many did he?
carb powder.
So that car powder, do you reckon he did two or one?
We had 60 G's, I'm pretty sure.
I swear. Shit. Well,
That's like 55 carb.
yeah,
Then
yeah, 50 Gs, yeah.
then I had 4 rice cakes. No, 6 rice cakes.
You know,
But 6 5.5 carb rice
I'm gonna say
cakes.
6'5", guys.
6 5.5 carb rice cakes. There's 100 carb. Like added with that, and I had at least 10 grams of honey on each of those.
Yeah. I remember he just gave me, so he
Yeah,
grabbed my bag, he was like, oh, these
yeah,
are
I
your
mean,
dates. And he was like, oh, just finish them. So
yeah.
God knows how much
No, it was half a bag.
God knows what the net weight of those dates were, but dates
Yeah,
are fucking so carb dense. Like,
yeah.
if their net weight,
They're literally lumps of sugar.
literally, like,
Lumps.
if,
They're just carb powder.
bro, in like 100 grams of dates, you're getting like 70 grams of carbs.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Fucking lit.
crazy work. Like,
Fucking lit. So low volume. It's awesome.
yeah,
And they taste fucking mint. I love dates.
yeah. I mean,
They're
I love dates.
such a, you just feel like they're one of those foods that, like, people say like, oh, it's a superfood.
Yeah.
Like the same way they say like steak and avocado, like it's all
Mm,
like superfoods. Like dates, like when you're eating them, you're like, oh yeah, like,
yeah.
this
You
is
can feel
this
the
is real
sugar
energy.
coursing. Yeah. This is real energy.
This is
Fuck
organic
caffeine.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
if you
needs
need
caffeine?
caffeine, just eat dates.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, what else do we need to cover about the WMBF? No, I think that's
Um, how it was cool in the overall. How
the
we
overall was wicked.
could potentially be the only time we're ever on stage together, you know?
That
And we
is
capitalized on it.
crazy to say.
I
That is
know.
crazy to say. But
Well, we definitely won't be on stage again together after this season.
no. Oh, yeah, definitely not after this season.
No, definitely not.
Unless I do a unless I do a I compete in an untested show.
Bro, I was talking about because I'll be in the Pro League and and you'll still be in the AMS.
No, I'll be pro league. Don't worry, G.
Pro League. Have you seen the pro card we get if we win the MBW?
No.
It's like I don't. It's an international federation pro card, but AJ posted it today. But it's not like
But
um,
we ain't winning no pro card at the MBWG.
bro,
Just stop it. Just hold it right
bro,
there, bro.
bro.
We ain't even winning the WMBF. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but we'll have 4 shows worth of data by this time. There's no excuse.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely none.
that might be jumping the gun a touch. But yeah,
DFBA Global Drug
D
Free Bodybuilding
is it DFAC?
Association.
DFAC
No,
or
I know DFAC. Like I've never heard of these. DFBA Global.
fuck knows. Well, there we are. It's up for grabs, lads. But yeah, what I was going to say about the overall one, we seized the moment.
Yeah,
We had fun up
it was
there.
awesome. Yeah.
We posed like in the pose down. We were posing together. We did the infamous heads together.
Yeah, we did
That
that.
photo is so sick as well, by the way.
Yeah, I know the black and white
That
one.
black and white
It's
one. Did Sam
fucking
George
hard.
take that?
I don't know. Finn sent me it.
I have a feeling Sam George took it because Sam George Media was there for Josh Croggan, but I have a
Yeah,
feeling he would have just snapped a couple of like Finn's clients. Just
yeah.
well, I don't want to say like Finn. Like I'd like to think Finn and Reese kind of
Yeah,
made Sam. I
I
don't
know
know.
what you mean. They really popularized him.
He's the first. Finn and Reese are the first people I remember Sam working with.
Yeah, I mean,
And now he's obviously killing it. And credit to him, he's fucking unreal at his job. But I have a feeling that because Sam was there for Josh Croggan, he probably just snapped a couple photos, sent them over to Finn.
yeah, he might have been on the recording my routine as well.
Yeah, potentially. But the reason I think that is because I posted it on my story, the photo of me and you, and he liked it. So that
Mm,
tells me that he took it because he
yeah,
doesn't like my stories. Do you know what I mean? He's not
yeah.
like an avid liker of my stories.
And it's that photo is taken from the same place as my routine was as well.
Yeah. So either
So,
it's Sam George or someone else. Could be anyone.
someone
But
who thank you to
I feel like
whoever.
he's taken in Sam George's style as well, you know.
Yeah,
It gives off Sam George vibes. But if you did take it, not that you're listening to this, mate.
nah,
Sam, if you did take it, thank you very much for that photo because it's a very cool photo. I
yeah,
might have to get it printed out.
I am.
It might have to get framed.
Bro, I'm gonna make like a little trophy cabinet of all our trophies and medals,
Fuck,
print some pics out,
yeah, too right, bro.
stick it on it. Have it in the background of my check-ins then so everyone knows I'm a
Yeah,
fucking bodybuilder.
yeah, fucking too right. One thing I'll also say about the overall is big up to Brandon
Yeah, the
G,
G. The G.
the G spot. Big up
The
Brandon
the
G for
the
winning
WMBF Pro.
and winning his pro card in the WMBF. And what have we said on podcast before about the WMBF and pro cards?
It's the most prestigious pro card.
It's a big
To get
deal.
one in the UK,
It's a big deal. But
it's a big deal.
they did give a lot of pro cards that
Mm,
weekend, didn't
yeah,
they?
true. Can we also say that Ed was second to get in a pro card?
Well, not officially.
Not officially, as they don't place it, but I would like to say that based on how they were moving you around and everything.
Yeah. Well, Finn
Yeah,
thinks it was between. Well, when he says between me and Brandon, Brandon, let me just put it out there. Brandon won unanimously, which means
yeah,
every judge put him as the winner, which
yeah.
is fucking mad.
Mm.
But Finn thinks that I was second. Obviously, Finn is biased, and it might be partly him saying that because I'm his client.
I don't think so.
But I was moved towards the middle next to
Yeah,
Brandon,
yeah,
and yeah, so we'll take that, and we'll take that as a dub. But
most
I don't
definitely.
get a gold trophy for that, unfortunately. Sick and tired of getting second, mate. I've only done 2 shows. I've come second in both.
Like I've already
Always
got
jumping.
a first. Like I've
Exactly,
actually
but
won
it
a
doesn't matter
show.
what you do, mate.
Like I've already won a show. Like
You're already a
so,
winner, mate. I'm not a winner yet.
you just, bro, you got to win this
I'm
weekend.
running out of time.
You got 3 more shots.
For
You got to
3
win
more
this
shots
weekend.
at getting a gold medal or trophy.
Yeah,
And if it's not coming this week and it doesn't come next week, I'm cooked. I'll
it
just
could
have to.
come
I'll just have to enter a shitty little federation that
just to
like
get a gold one. Like,
just to say, oh look, I
or you
won.
should have done the Fit X in Swansea last weekend.
Oh my Christ alive, yeah. But again, like who wants to? Well, not. This sounds peak. I don't want to say who wants to win a shit show because obviously winning a show is cool.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You want to be tested.
100%, 100%. Like, and I know we know that any show that we're doing this year, the top three or the top five are all going to
They're
be.
going to be sick.
Do you know what I mean?
That's why we've selected these shows.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's what we want.
that's why we're doing the shows at the back end of the season where the standard is the highest
Yeah.
because we're competitors.
I would rather,
Cringy as that sounds, like that's the truth.
yeah, I would rather be second in a really good lineup like I was on the weekend than win a really bad lineup. Or if you're the only one in the class, so there's two guys there, something
Yeah,
like that.
for sure. Pardon me. So yeah, UKDFBA this weekend, which will be good fun. That's in rugby,
Yeah, on Sunday.
which is on Sunday, and it's also not as far of a drive.
Nah, it's
What
2 hours 36.
is it?
Yeah,
Still that far?
I thought it was shorter than
I
ours.
thought
Well,
it was like hour 50.
nah,
Ah,
Birmingham's 2 hours, cuz.
Christ alive! I'm sure. Hang on. I'm sure it's.
Check.
I'm sure it's not that far. Let me see. Let me get on Waze.
I didn't put the postcode in. I just said rugby.
Yeah. Well, anyway, still not as far as Luton, which was over 3 hours.
Oh, that was a nasty one.
That was yeah, that was heavy. That. Let's see. Rugby, 100 miles away. 2 hours 15. It says for me. Yeah, which isn't too bad.
Well, you do live about half an hour away from me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah, 2 hour 15 with a service stop.
That's not that bad.
Basically an hour journey. But yeah, so that's this Sunday. Obviously, me and Drew are staying in an Airbnb together, but we are
Yes.
joined by Mason and Kyle.
Yeah. Yep.
We've got
Two of my mates.
we've got Drew's
We've got
taffy
entourage.
taffy entourage joining
Yeah.
me because I've got no friends. None of my mates want to join me.
None of his mates like bodybuilding. He just does that. He does actually have mates.
So, no, I definitely have mates. They're just not. They're just not my bitches like your
Yeah.
mates are, and don't just do everything you ask me.
They shut the fuck up.
Oh, go on.
I pay them, bro.
Do you? Yeah, they on payroll.
Yeah.
Nah, to be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah,
your boys are fucking Kyle and Mason are fucking
yeah,
sound as fuck, and they are just good mates. Like they fucking help you out,
yeah,
and they do
yeah,
it without asking questions, and that's again, it's like what Carl was saying last weekend. It's like he'd expect the same from you if it was the
yeah,
other way around. Whether you
yeah,
do the same, I don't know, because you're a selfish twat. So, but yeah, they're top boys, and I think
yeah,
you should be very
yeah,
you're very lucky to have friends as
yeah,
talented.
100%. And they actually enjoy the sport. Like they have it. This it's a good day. Like
Yeah, that always helps.
we leave the day in a. They like the competitive aspect. Mason's a fighter, so if he fights, we go to watch him wherever it is.
Yeah,
And Kyle's just my training partner. Like,
boy,
he's
shout
the
out
boy.
Kyle, man.
He loves bodybuilding. He trains exactly like a bodybuilder. You wouldn't look at him and say that,
Well,
but
he's a brickie. Let him off.
that's it.
His expenditure's through
He's
the
just
roof.
yeah. It is. That's
Hey,
true.
fills out that frame. He's dangerous.
Oh, I keep telling him, bro. He
Yeah,
fills out that
you
six
need about
frame. He's
8,000
dangerous.
calories
Yeah,
with
literally
with his height and expenditure that he's
with 10 IU of GH.
fucking wild. Did your family enjoy the show?
Yeah, yeah, they
Your
loved
family
it.
were there. Your not extended family, but it was your mum, your dad, and your
My
gran.
nan, my grandmother. Yeah,
What's the name again?
she Barbara.
Shout out Barbara, man.
Shout out Babs.
Legend.
Shout out
Did
Babs.
they enjoy the
She
show?
is a legend. Yeah, they all loved it. Like they obviously didn't go to the BMBF, so they come into the rest of them.
Are they?
No, yeah, they come in. Well, apart from the Scottish job. Apart from the Scottish job, yeah, they are.
Oh, this is something I haven't actually. We can talk about this for the first time because I haven't actually told you this yet. So this is breaking news for you. Obviously, we talk pretty much 24/7 all day. So a lot of the stuff we talk in the podcast
What?
you've already heard. This is breaking news for you.
Really?
I've got somewhere for the PCA Natties.
Oh yeah.
I'm,
Ever go to your
I'm
uncle's gaff?
staying
Yeah.
with Gabe.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
he sorted me out.
Sweet.
Bro, he clutched up hard, and bro, it gets better. So I messaged him because he's the only other person I know that's doing the PCA Natties.
Brandon.
Really, like obviously you've got like Brandon. I'm assuming Brandon's doing it.
Yeah, he
Like, you've
is.
got like Tom Scott and Finn's clients and stuff. But like in terms of people that I'm like, I message Gabe fairly
Yeah,
often,
yeah, yeah.
although we've never met. Like we're quite friendly. So I messaged him. I was like, oh yes, bro. Like 'cause he's been messaging me about the PCA Natties and stuff like that. I messaged him. I was like, oh yes, bro. Like you haven't happened to like have you booked your accommodation? Like because I was meant to be going with Drew, but obviously Drew's going to the BNBF finals. Like I was wondering if you want to go halves on an Airbnb. And he's like, "Oh, bro, I've already got a place booked it ages ago. Sorry." And I was like, "Yes, that's fine, no stress. I'll just get a hotel." And then he messaged me like 10 minutes later, and he's like, "Oh, let me speak to my parents." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Oh, my parents are meant to be staying in the Airbnb with us, but they might just come up for a day, like for the show."
Mm.
And then you can stay at the house if they're just coming up for the day. And I was like, oh, bro, like you don't need to do that. Like I don't want to be an inconvenience to your family. Like just what? Don't worry about it. But he's like, no, 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 no. I'll speak to him. Messages me like a couple hours later once his parents have got home and whatnot. And he's like, oh yeah, like you can stay in the bed that my parents were going to stay in. I was like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, bro, of course. I was like, mate, what a fucking legend.
Yeah, that's clutch big time
Bro,
for you.
what a fucking guy. Like shout out
Mm.
to Gabe for that. And he
Mm.
sent me the Airbnb. It's fucking lush as well,
Is it?
bro. Because it was booked like he's booked it. So the PCA Natty is his last show. He's only doing two shows. He's doing the UKDFBA and then the PCA Natty. So he's booked this Airbnb as not only as like for the show, but he's there until
Yeah,
he's at that Airbnb until like Monday night for him and his missus as well to like
yeah.
celebrate post prep. So it was like a nice Airbnb, but it was
Mm.
lovely. I was like, fucking hell, like
Nice.
I was like, I'd be happy to sleep on the floor as long as I had a
Yeah.
roof to sleep at and like somewhere with a fridge and whatnot.
Mm.
And now, bro, like sleep in the bed, like you're fine. Like I was like, mate, what a fucking legend. Like
Sound.
obviously I'm paying him, like,
Mm.
but it's cheaper than I'd be paying for any hotel.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at
But
hotels.
I
Go
booked 2 nights in the Premier in Scotland.
on.
Guess how much? 2 nights in the Premier Inn, no breakfast, no amenities,
Has
nothing.
it even got a fridge?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like that's a standard, isn't it?
No, because I was looking at Premier Inns and there weren't no mention of fridges.
Cream and rice and whey it is.
It seems that way. I
Way
reckon it cost you 200 or more.
that's close. 190.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I
for
was
two
looking,
nights in a bog standard
yeah,
Premier Inn.
bro. I was looking at the Prems in no, not in Rugby, in Wolverhampton, and they were like, "This is for one person." Like, bear in
Mm.
mind, you were booking for Kyle as well, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For one person for 2 nights, because obviously the PCA Natties will potentially be the finals as
Mm.
well. It's like 150, like for one person. It's like so. I'm not gonna dive into how much Gabe is charging me, but it's cheaper than that. So
Yeah.
shout out Gabe for that. So I actually have somewhere to sleep in Wolverhampton, which is really nice because
After slinging on the streets.
yeah, I wasn't worried because I was always just gonna buy a hotel of worst,
Yeah, yeah.
but like it wouldn't have been ideal to be honest. If one because I'm doing self tan as well. Like I'm now well, I've decided I'm gonna go see Finn. He's gonna tan me in the day. Then I'll go to Gabe's. I'll sleep, and then I'll just get top coat on the show day by Finn again. So it's not like I'm gonna have to ask Gabe to tan me because I wouldn't want to put that stress on
Yeah, yeah.
because I think he's
There's only so many people you can show your ass to, innit?
well exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
And like he's already doing me a solid of letting me stay at the gaff. If I asked him to fucking do a base
Yeah.
coat on me,
And he is on stage as well.
well exactly,
Yeah.
and he I'm sure he won't mind me saying this, but he's more of a stressed out person than me and you.
Yeah, yeah.
In the sense of like, I wouldn't want to put that stress on him. I wouldn't want him to have to worry about tanning me when I'm in his Airbnb that I've come into on last minute notice. So Finn's going to do that for me the day prior and the day of. And you said you can do a base coat for me as well on the
Yeah.
Friday morning.
Yeah, yeah. Well, just drive via my house to
Yeah,
wherever you're going, and
yeah,
I'll
I'll
put it
do
on
that.
you.
So it will be a case of Friday morning I'll get a base coat and then I'll drive up to Finn's. He'll do another base coat, and then I'll do a top coat on the day of.
Bless. This weekend, I'm doing a base coat Saturday morning before we leave, base coat again Saturday evening,
Yeah,
and then either base and top coat in the morning or just a top coat. Depends on how we look.
yeah.
But 2 full layers, I
I
think, for
think
me
I
is the
think
sweet
two
spot.
base coats and a top coat is enough.
Yeah.
If we're just more vigilant with the base coat, because I think
Mm.
we underestimated
How much to put on?
we underestimated the base coat because we were like, oh, it's fine, we've got a top coat.
Yeah, yeah,
Whereas like the base coat is the foundation, the top coat is just the top coat. Like that's just like the final touches.
yeah.
So
So
yeah,
don't underestimate your base coat, people.
we'll definitely go a bit more ham on the base.
We both could have been a bit darker, couldn't we? On
Well,
the
we yeah, that's why we got topped up after our classes.
Yeah, we both had another full coat.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to base coat me before I leave on Saturday. I'll have to find. I'll have to fucking.
Just drive up to mine.
I'll have to find someone. What on Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we'll
could.
just take two cars from mine.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, I could definitely do that. Um, but well, I'll have a look to see if your house is further away or not. Because I'll put a feeler out see if
It'll
anyone.
be about the same,
Yeah,
I want to
because you're
say.
just north, really.
Yeah,
You're not west.
no,
Um, but yeah, I'll put a feeler out, see if any of my mates fancy it. But if not, then I'll just drive up to yours. I'm sure none of them will fancy it, but
no.
we are. Um, right, fucking hell, we're already 50 minutes in, mate.
Jesus Christ.
That's what some waffle gets you.
Bro, that is waffle.
Should we get into some questions? Do you have any?
Yeah, I don't think
I don't have
anyone.
loads.
Nah, it's good, bro. We're on time.
Yeah, I don't have loads. So I'll dive into the ones I've got. How many do you have?
None.
Oh, okay, now we're washed.
Bro, everyone that wanted to ask me your questions already asked it. See how many I got asked on that thing,
Oh yeah,
on
yeah,
that Q box.
yeah.
Babe, I literally had like 10.
Hella keys, bro. Right, okay, let's have a little look. See,
How many you got?
not many, bro. Like three, four.
Yes.
First one is not even a question, so that's great. First one's from Dan Stroh. Was he? Did he
Hmm.
compete this weekend, or
No, he's doing this weekend.
is he doing the same show as us?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Fuck yeah, Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
He's Dutch though, so I don't know if he's doing a Dutch show or if he's coming over.
He is competing this
He's
weekend.
fucking peeled.
I know.
Now we're close to the screen because obviously when we did the last podcast, we were sat on the sofa.
Yeah, he's peeled.
Look at yeah, he's fucking bro's diced.
He
Respect.
is.
He basically said, not a question. Just wanted to say that both of you looked insane last weekend. Well done,
Thank you. Thank you.
my guy. Appreciate it.
Respect.
I'm sure you're going to bring a fucking phenomenal package because you are absolutely
Yeah.
peeled. So with some loading in you, you're gonna fucking look pretty dangerous.
Hmm.
So cheers, Dan. Next is from the old reliable, the one that's never failed, Mr. Paul Kenrick.
Yes.
Oh, Paul.
Shout out.
He says, when coaching clients, do you see more of a mental or physical battle when dieting down? Always mental. Well, not always, but I would say 9 times out of 10, the problem that people face with dieting is the mental aspect of it.
Yeah. Would you say the most common problem that I've come into with clients is evening snacking?
That's mental.
That's most common among people. Yeah, but I know it is partly mental, but it is very much physical as well
All
because
mental,
they
bro.
just they hang. Yeah, but you could say that about like anything,
That's
you
what
know,
that's the question. The question is it mental or physical? It's mental.
mental.
Yeah, well, it's all
Yeah,
mental. So
yeah.
Paul, dieting is all mental because
Like I have really, if you're volumizing food and stuff, you really ever feel physically hungry. You just feel like a bit drained.
you never have the feeling of you rarely have the feeling of actual like my belly's rumbling,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but you just feel empty.
yeah,
You feel like
yeah.
you could put away meals and meals and meals.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it's weird. It's not like a feeling of like back in the day. Well, I say back in the day, like
yeah. I know what you mean. You would get
where you're
hungry.
like, oh, like your stomach's rumbling.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no, I'm hungry. Like
yeah.
you're not hungry. You just have a lot of food noise, and you feel empty to the point where
Mm,
you could eat a shit ton of food, but you're not actively like hungry, which is weird.
yeah, but I feel like that's because you taper calories down so slowly
Yeah,
in
when
prep.
when you feel
So
hungry, it's when you
a
just
big surplus goes into a tiny little
yeah,
deficit
like
straight
like
away.
like let's say you've been out with your boys all night, and then you haven't eaten in like 7 hours.
Mm,
That's when you feel hungry.
mm,
But when it's yeah, like you say, when it's kind of titrated down over months and weeks
yeah,
and you don't it's not necessarily hunger in that it's long term hunger rather than
yeah.
short term. But yeah, to answer your question, Paul,
Mental.
it's always a mental battle over a physical battle. I guess the physical battle of dieting is the fatigue and
The steps, the
oh god,
cardio, the training.
we've got a whole other angle we can look at this. Yeah, like but again, it's still mental. Like when you're tired, that's inevitable. Like train, you're not going to want to train.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to do your steps. You're not going to want to.
How many sessions do you think this prep you have been like, oh my god, I genuinely do not want to train?
Oh, not many at all.
No,
Not many
I
at all.
want to say literally like three or four.
Maybe I could count on one hand.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so Paul, the physical battle of dieting is the fatigue you feel and how you. But again, it's the mental is how you deal with.
perceive and deal with those emotions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'd say when with clients as well, it is definitely mental, especially clients that aren't competing in bodybuilding. It's
yeah,
sometimes harder to make them see the. It's harder to make them stick to it because
yeah,
they're like, oh well, I'm not competing, so I can have a
yeah.
pizza. Yeah, okay, you're not
And
competing, but that's That's not the point. It's not.
Yeah, and it's nice to have that. It helps a lot of people to have a sort of end goal. So it's like when I finish dieting, X is happening. Like I'm going on holiday, got a wedding. When you don't have that sort of end thing, that's what I
You
find a
just
lot of people
struggle to
struggle with as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I find so important. Whenever I'm onboarding a client, even if they don't have something in mind that they're potentially
end
dieting
of
for,
diet. Like,
give them one on the onboarding call or whatever call you have with them, or if it's over WhatsApp, develop a goal with them. Be like,
yeah,
okay, if they're like, oh, I just want to lose weight, be like, okay, cool. Let's try and get to this weight by this date.
yeah. You have to actually quantify that for them, so then you have an achievable and attainable goal.
Yeah. And I think another thing is there's always a goal behind the goal. Like
Mm.
Paul says, I want to lose weight.
Okay, why
Why?
do you want to do that?
And then they might say, oh, I just want to look better within myself. Okay, but why do you want to look better within yourself? Oh, because I'm insecure.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
so
we
now
go.
we're at the root, and now we can use that as fuel and say, okay, so you're insecure, so we're going to diet so you feel better within your body,
Yeah,
you're more confident in day-to-day situations, your general life quality improves. Okay, sweet. So to achieve that, let's put this number on it. So then you're attaching something emotional with something objective, and then that will drive really high levels of motivation
yeah,
for someone to adhere to the goal. So that's what I like to do. Um, but yeah, to answer your question, Paul, mental.
yeah. Next question.
This is from Gabe. It says, how does Finn assess you during peak week? So I think it's essentially he wants to know a little bit more about like
Our conversations and
the
stuff.
detail and depth Finn goes into to
Yeah.
keeping his clients well. We don't want to reveal too much. If you want to know more about
No, I know.
coaching, just inquire. No,
Just get coached by natural physique coaching,
we don't make
specifically Finn.
we don't make commission off Finn's clients, so we'll tell you everything.
Yeah. So basically, it's picks AM fasted, and me personally, I'm update after every meal. So once I eat a meal and it digests, I then send this message: body weight, how many meals in, how much water in, how much low salt, how much regular salt, how much steps, with an album of pics. And then that's after every meal. And then he'll say, no changes, no changes, no changes. Oh, we've lost a bit too much. Add in 10 carb to your post workout meal, stuff like that. That's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, so in peak week, especially on like the shows that actually matter, essentially he's assessing the visual more or less after every meal. Um, Again, with me, it's been again most frequently after every meal, but sometimes it's like okay, like I don't want you to pose anymore, so
Yeah,
just update me body weight.
yeah,
Like if he's trying to keep me chilled, he'll say, "Look, like let's say I've updated him fasted meal one, meal two, meal three." He'll say, "All right, just give me your body weight before bed now," because he doesn't want me to pose 6 times in a day
yeah,
or whatever it may be. So that's basically how he assesses it, and then it's a case of he uses that data, cross references with previous scale weights, previous visuals, and by doing that, you can find the right look and also know when to pull, when to push, to land the right shoulder look.
shout out. I also attached like a little comment as well underneath all the data of just like feel good or
Yeah, my one.
feel a bit
So
heavy.
the one I add is how posing feels.
Mm,
So I do like the first line will say when the photos were taken. So if it was like
mm,
directly after the meal, I'll say directly after. If it was like an hour after, it will say an hour after. So it will be when, it will be my body weight, fluid intake, salt intake, steps, and then the last one is posing felt, and then I put a little colon, and like because that's a good gauge of
yeah, it's a good measure whether you can
gauge of
connect with
one how
things,
fresh
whether you
you
can
are, how
turn them
full
on.
you are, if you're flat. Like, for example, like this morning when I looked dreadful, it's no surprise that my posing also felt dreadful.
Mm, yeah,
It's for my message this morning said posing felt colon shit, and that's just the honest like. That's just the honesty of it, and that's why honesty is so important within a coach-client relationship as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, it felt mint," when it didn't.
Mm,
And it's the same way he's very honest with me, like, he made it very clear that I look shit.
mm.
He's not here
Straight away. Did you sleep okay?
he's not here to be a yes man, he's here to bring the best look, so
Yeah.
he will call me out if I'm not looking good. And I might not be not looking good because of something I've done. It's out of my control. Like, so he knows I'm
Yeah.
not going to take it personally. And also, you just got to not take it personally. Like, he's there to do a job, so he's
To
got to do
assess
it.
your physique.
Don't fucking cry if he says, "Oh, your back shots look shit." Like, he's telling you that because you need to improve. Don't hire a coach and then cry when he doesn't tell you exactly what you want to hear.
Yeah.
That's what he's there for. There we are. Is that everything?
Was that the last question?
That's all I got, mate. That's all I got. Well, good
That's a
job.
shit show.
Good job. We didn't get a lot of questions because we're already at the hour mark.
Yeah, I know that. That was a quick hour.
Yeah, it was a quick hour. We're getting on, mate.
Bro,
It's almost 9
two
o'clock.
secs. Does anyone want to see my quads right now?
Are you going to do a little quad show?
Yeah, on a pic though.
Oh, righty.
Oos! That dry one. Yeah.
Well, that vascular one, yeah.
That vascular one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm therefore a lot harder though already.
yeah.
Be interesting to see what he does tomorrow, yeah.
Do you reckon we're getting peak match protocol again?
Extra
Even
dry.
more.
Extra dry.
That
Extra dry.
dry one, yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm like
That Saharan
300,
desert one, yeah.
if I'm
Saharan.
like 300 grams lighter than last week, this week, it's like, okay, yeah, sound, we've done what we want.
Happy days, bro. Well,
How it is. It is
well,
9 p.m., everyone.
bro, it's fucking late. But
It's 9 p.m. We need to go to sleep.
but yeah, like we were saying earlier, just to finish off, like, the look in theory should get better show to show because you have
Hmm.
more data. So
Yep.
the only way
More
it's
better
the only way
informed
it's not going to get better
decisions.
show to show is if you've done a shit ton of shows and your physique is starting to die.
Yeah.
Other than that, your look should get better because you have more data to go off. Really.
Yeah, you know what works, you know what doesn't.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
Hope you all enjoyed this week's episode of the Serious Steppa podcast. If you did, leave a like, all that good stuff. Subscribe, share it on your Instagram stories. We've been liking the shares recently.
Yeah,
It does
yeah,
help. It does help get the podcast out a little bit.
yeah, it does.
We've been receiving some good feedback on it as well. To be fair,
Yeah,
which is nice
yeah.
because we don't really. I don't think we really film this with the thought of like.
Making good content.
Yeah, we just film it because we like to have a chat
Yeah,
and it's good to catch up.
it
So
is.
we appreciate that you guys enjoy it. So
Yeah, we do.
keep spreading the love, and we'll keep uploading. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Um,
And when's the next one? I want to say next Thursday,
we'll
most
see
likely.
next Thursday, but if we do
Yeah,
one before,
it may be sooner. And that will be a UKDFBA recap and pre-PCA / BMBF finals.
yeah, potentially. But it will most likely just be Thursday. But
Yeah,
we'll see. Let's see how we're
yeah,
feeling. But yeah, guys, I hope you all enjoyed listening. We'll see you in the next one. Peace and love. Hope you all have a lovely weekend. Nice one.